Did you know that over 75% of car breakdowns are linked to poor maintenance? Most people assume their car is just getting old once it hits 100,000 miles. But the truth is much more calculated. Right now, while your engine feels perfectly normal, there might be a single dirty sensor quietly stealing up to 40% of your power. It is increasing your fuel consumption and shortening your engine's life, all without triggering a single warning light on your dashboard. How can a component no bigger than your finger make a vehicle feel sluggish, thirsty, and fail emissions tests all at once? Repair shops see this exact pattern every single day. A car comes in underpowered. The owner pays for new spark plugs. They swap the ignition coils. They might even replace an expensive fuel pump. But nothing changes. The owner walks out with a $1,200 bill and a car that still runs like junk. This happens because you are being lied to by dealerships and manufacturers. They want to sell you a new car, not help you reach 500,000 miles. In this video, we are exposing the 8 underground sensor secrets your manufacturer buried on purpose to keep performance and profits in their hands. We will break down these troublesome sensors one by one, but pay close attention. The one sensor that fails most often, the one that can completely transform how your engine behaves in minutes, only shows up at the very end. Number 8. The MAF sensor, mass airflow. Imagine your car is struggling to breathe. You press the gas, but the response is sluggish. Your fuel gauge is dropping faster than usual, and your engine shakes at every red light. Most drivers, and even some lazy mechanics, will immediately tell you that your engine is tired, or that you need expensive new fuel injectors. They might even quote you $300 to $500 for a replacement. But here is the truth they are hiding from you. Your engine isn't dying. It is being lied to. The mass airflow sensor is the brain of your fuel system. It uses an ultra-thin platinum wire, almost as thin as a human hair, heated to a constant temperature. As air flows past, it cools the wire, and the computer measures how much electricity it takes to keep it hot. The disaster begins when microscopic dust, oil vapor, or residue from performance air filters coat that delicate wire. Now, the sensor can't feel the air correctly. It sends the wrong data to the computer, causing your engine to dump excess fuel or lose power. In professional diagnostics, roughly 40% of vehicles with air-fuel mixture codes don't actually have a failed sensor. They just have a dirty one. Don't let a shop bill you hundreds for a new part. You can fix this for under $10 in 15 minutes. Locate the sensor near your air filter box. Unplug it and spray it thoroughly with a dedicated MAF sensor cleaner. Never use brake cleaner, and never touch the wire with your fingers or a brush. You will snap it instantly. Let it air dry completely, reinstall it, and watch your throttle response return to life. Number 7. The MAP sensor, Manifold Absolute Pressure. If your vehicle doesn't rely on an MAF sensor, it likely uses a speed density system centered around the MAP sensor. Instead of measuring the flow of air, this sensor acts as a high-precision pressure gauge for your intake manifold. It uses a special element that changes its electrical resistance as the vacuum inside your engine shifts. At idle, the vacuum is high and pressure readings are low, typically around 20 to 30 kilopascals. But the moment you floor the gas, that vacuum vanishes and pressure rises toward 100 kilopascals. The computer uses this data, combined with temperature, to calculate exactly how much air is entering the cylinders. The real trouble usually isn't the sensor itself. It is the vanes connecting it to the engine. The vacuum hoses that carry the pressure signal live in a world of extreme heat. Over time, they become brittle, they crack, or they partially disconnect. Even a tiny leak, no bigger than a pinhole, can completely distort the readings. When this happens, the sensor reports a much higher engine load than reality. The computer responds by dumping excess fuel into the engine, leading to heavy fuel consumption, black smoke from the exhaust, and persistent, rich mixture codes. In US repair shops, simply cleaning the MAP port and inspecting those cheap vacuum lines solves roughly 80% of the issues blamed on the sensor itself. Most drivers end up paying for a total system rebuild when they really just needed a 5-cent piece of rubber. But if your main concern is passing a strict emissions test, the next sensor is the ultimate gatekeeper. Number 6. The oxygen sensor, O2. Oxygen sensors are the ECU's eyes inside your exhaust system. They constantly monitor your combustion efficiency and adjust the air-fuel ratio thousands of times per minute. These sensors use a specialized zirconia ceramic element that must be heated above 300 degrees Celsius to generate a signal. At the perfect air-fuel ratio, the sensor outputs roughly 0.45 volts. If that signal drops below 0.3 volts, your mixture is too lean. If it pushes above 0.6 volts, your engine is running rich and wasting gas. The real damage happens through chemical poisoning. Lead residues, silicone, or phosphorus from poor quality fuel or burning oil can coat the sensing element. This poisons the sensor, slowing its response and killing its accuracy. The result is a sluggish car that guzzles fuel and is guaranteed to fail an emissions test. A dealership might charge you $280 to replace a single sensor. But many veteran mechanics use a secret shortcut. They pull the sensors out and soak the tips overnight in gasoline or a sensor-safe cleaner. This simple refresh restores accuracy and improves mileage instantly, saving drivers over $10,000 in unnecessary repairs over time. If this kind of no-nonsense car advice is helping you catch problems before they blow up your wallet, hit that subscribe button for Core Car right now. It is cheaper than a mechanic and way less greasy. Now, let's get back to the sensors that are quietly draining your bank account. Number 5. The TPS, Throttle Position Sensor. Think of the TPS as the ultimate translator between your right foot and your car's engine. It is a high-precision potentiometer mounted directly to the throttle shaft, and its only job is to tell the ECU exactly how much acceleration you are requesting. Inside this small unit, there is a resistive track and a moving wiper that divides reference voltage. Typically, this signal ranges from 0.5 volts at idle to 4.5 volts at wide-open throttle. With this data, the computer decides whether to prioritize fuel economy or give you maximum performance by adjusting fuel delivery and ignition timing. The real nightmare begins when that internal track wears out or becomes contaminated, creating what mechanics call dead spots. These dead spots almost always occur at the throttle positions you use most, like your favorite cruising speed or in heavy stop-and-go traffic. You will start to feel your car hesitate or jerk during acceleration. You might experience a momentary power loss at specific pedal positions, and in extreme cases, the engine can even shut down completely while you are moving. When this happens, a dealership will often tell you that you need an entirely new throttle body, a repair that can easily reach $400 to $900. But a smart driver doesn't just hand over their credit card. You can diagnose this yourself by monitoring the voltage on a scan tool while slowly opening the throttle with the engine off. If you see the signal suddenly jump or drop, you've found the culprit. Before replacing expensive parts, cleaning the sensor connections and checking for wiring issues can solve the problem for pennies, preventing you from donating to the dealership's next party fund. Number 4. The Crankshaft Position Sensor. Without a crankshaft position sensor, your modern engine is effectively blind. This sensor is the heartbeat of your timing system. It generates precisely timed electrical pulses as metal teeth pass by its magnetic tip. The ECU relies entirely on this signal to know the exact position of each piston and the rotational speed of the engine. It is the data that determines the perfect moment for fuel injection and the spark that starts the fire. The disaster starts when this sensor accumulates metal shavings, burnt oil residue, or general engine grime. The magnetic signal becomes distorted and your engine starts to lose its way. The symptoms are terrifying. Intermittent misfires, sudden stalling once the engine gets hot, or a car that takes a long time to crank before it finally starts. You might even experience a brief loss of ignition while driving, which feels like the car is about to die on the highway. This is where the financial trap closes in. An inexperienced or dishonest shop might tell you that you have timing trouble or a major fuel system failure. These are expensive jobs that can run into the thousands of dollars. But in many professional workshops, the real fix is surprisingly simple. Simply cleaning the sensor tip with a lint-free cloth and some electrical contact cleaner can restore full stability. It is a 5-minute fix that clears up issues most drivers mistake for terminal engine failure. Before you spend money on heavy repairs, check the magnetic tip that keeps your engine from flying blind. Number 3. The ECT sensor, engine coolant temperature. This sensor is your engine's internal thermometer. It is one of the most critical data points in the entire management system because it tells the computer whether the engine is stone cold, warming up, or at its ideal operating temperature. Based on this single signal, the ECU decides how much fuel to spray, how high the idle should be, and exactly when to turn on the radiator fans. When this sensor becomes contaminated or the terminals develop oxidation, the ECU starts guessing. If it thinks the engine is permanently cold, your fuel consumption will spike because the computer never turns off the cold start enrichment, essentially choking your engine with excess gas. If it thinks the engine is hot when it is actually cold, you will struggle with difficult starts. Most dangerously, if the sensor fails to report rising heat, your cooling fans may never activate. Ignoring a faulty temperature reading is a $3,800 mistake. Modern aluminum heads can warp at just 230 degrees Fahrenheit, turning your engine into scrap metal in minutes. The fix is often just cleaning the electrical terminals, not the tip that sits in the fluid. Safety is non-negotiable here. Always work with the engine completely cold, never warm, because the cooling system is pressurized and can cause serious burns. Locate the sensor, unplug the connector, and look for green oxidation or white sulfate buildup. Use electrical contact cleaner and a soft brush to restore the connection. A clean ECT sensor ensures your fans kick in on time and your fuel is measured by real data, not a guess. Number 2. The IAT sensor, intake air temperature. The IAT is the thermometer for the air your engine breathes. It constantly measures whether incoming air is cold and dense or hot and thin. This information is critical because cold air requires more fuel, while hot air requires less. When this sensor becomes contaminated with fine dust, oil vapor, or intake residue, its readings drift away from reality. The result is that infuriating behavior where your car runs great one day and terrible the next, with no obvious explanation. You will notice the engine feeling sluggish during cold starts, power dropping under hard acceleration, and fuel consumption increasing because the ECU is injecting the wrong amount of fuel. In many modern vehicles, the IAT is integrated into the MAF sensor, but in others, it is a separate unit near the air filter or throttle body. Cleaning it is simple, but it demands extreme care. Always start with the engine cold and locate the sensor probe, which often looks like a tiny exposed resistor. The rule here is absolute. No sandpaper, no wire brushes, and no compressed air blasts. These will destroy the delicate thermistor instantly. Use only electronic contact cleaner or a dedicated sensor cleaner. Apply a few light sprays directly onto the element and let the fluid wash the contaminants away. Let it air dry for a few minutes before reinstalling. A clean IAT allows the ECU to accurately calculate air density and eliminates those mystery performance drops that make you blame fuel quality or spark plugs. Number 1. Cleaning electrical terminals and connectors. This is the real, most overlooked trick in the entire automotive world. You can have brand new sensors, premium oil, and perfect spark plugs. But if the electrical signal has to travel through oxidized, sulfated, or loose connections, your engine will still misbehave. Wiring harnesses and connectors are the veins and nerves of your car's electronic system. A single pin with green corrosion, moisture inside a plug, or a loose terminal can cause intermittent failures and random warning lights that appear and disappear at will. This is a goldmine for dishonest repair shops. Cars are frequently towed in with no-start complaints that are fixed with a $5 wire brush and 10 minutes of cleaning. I have seen drivers almost drop $900 on a new starter or sensor when the real culprit was just a layer of battery corrosion choking the terminals like cancer. Dealerships won't tell you this because they are paid to hit monthly quotas, not to save you money. To perform this service, ensure the engine is off. Go one by one through your critical sensors, the MAF, MAP, TPS, O2, and crankshaft sensors. Release the connector locks and inspect the interior. If you see oxidation, dirt, or oil, you have likely found your problem. Apply electrical contact cleaner to both the male and female sides of the connector. Let the contaminants drain out. If you see stubborn sulfate buildup, use a soft plastic bristle brush or a cotton swab, gently. Never bend the pins or spread the contacts. In areas exposed to water, apply a thin layer of dielectric grease around the rubber seal, never directly on the pins, to prevent future moisture from sneaking in. This simple checklist fixes more problems than blindly replacing parts. It makes intermittent codes vanish and stops your engine from acting like it has a mind of its own. Before spending a dime on new components, clean the connections that hold the entire system together. You now have the knowledge to stop your car from choking on its own power. By cleaning these 8 critical sensors and their connections, you are ignoring the bad advice of the manufacturers and listening to real-world mechanics. But remember, even the perfect sensor signal cannot fix a bad habit of neglect. Most drivers are still believing lies about fuel and maintenance that are slowly killing their engines. If you want your car to not just survive, but run like it just rolled off the lot, there is one more secret you need to know. I have used a specific monthly ritual to keep my personal truck running for over 387,000 miles without a single major repair. Click the video on your screen right now to discover the $12 secret that can literally double your engine's lifespan. Don't let your next trip to the shop turn into a robbery. I will see you there.